First, we're gonna shout out the gods and the goddesses. Hope everything is well with everybody. Hope everybody doing well. At the start of this weekend. But you know, hope everybody is blessed. Your family is blessed. Hope you wishing me blessings because that's all we search for in this world. We search for knowledge and we search for blessings. That should be your main motto. Get what I'm saying? Doing something positive with your life, making a difference not only in your life but in everybody that surrounds you life. We need more people like that in this world. You get what I'm saying? And in order for us to really do that, I think that people need to get in touch with their ancestors, with the spirits of their ancestors that was here before you. Once you get in tune with that and you find out who you are and you find out what destiny that you're on at this point in time, then you will find peace and then you will find happiness. You will find true peace and true happiness. And you have nothing else to do at that point in time but rain it down on those that surround you. You want to rain down blessings on anybody that's around you. You must be a positive effect in anything that you do. You get what I'm saying to you? But being that, you got to get in touch with your spirits, especially people of African descent. I believe that we really need to get in touch with our ancestors and learn from them and, you know, differentiate or let's say take another path that they didn't take when they was alive, when they was around here, you know, like how we doing at this point in time. Because once you go into the next life, you're gonna learn. You're gonna be exposed to everything that's around you, everything from the beginning of creation to the end. Maybe not necessarily to the end, but to the beginning. You will know the truth. You will see everything for what it really is. You will see what your purpose was. You will see what your family's purpose was. You will know. You will be abundant in knowledge once you leave this earth. But while you're on this earth, you should try to seek that same knowledge and seek that same meaning and be on that same mission that it will guide you to the right path that you could take. And then you bring blessings to not only yourself, but from those that surround you. But the first order of that is basically getting in tune with your spirit and getting in tune with your ancestors. You got some people who take it at the route of, let's say, going to, I believe it's called a Babalu, Ifa religion. Excuse me if I'm torturing the name, but some people go to them for help and for guidance. Some people use their own inner power to go and get their guidance. But however you do it, just make sure that you do it in the form and fashion of good intent. Don't ever come with evil intent. It will never get you anywhere in life. So, you know, I need you to go in with a even tone, a even heart, a even mind, a even spirit. What I mean by that is you go in not on good or bad, not on strife or hardship, not on rich or for poor. You go in with an even tone. You go in as a seeker, a person who's seeking enlightenment from their ancestors. You could set up I wouldn't call it an altar, but some people will call it that, but I would call a memorabilia of your long lost ancestor. And you could put it in a room that's, you know, a bedroom that don't hold anything but that item. And you could go in and you could talk to your ancestors. You could call them. You could think on the good times that you had. Look at the pictures. Look at the jewelry or any item that that person right at that point in time loved, or not even loved, but cherished, valued, things that's good to them. And you can, I wouldn't say enchant, but you can invoke your ancestor, and they will give you signs, and you will feel their presence when they're around you. These are certain things that you need to do in order to invoke or call upon, some people may call upon your long ancestors, whether it be your grandmother, your great grandmother, your great uncle, your distant relative. It could be anybody that had an effect on your life you could call upon. And that's just one of the ways you could do it. But what I must warn people is, once you do it and you leave and you get ready to end your session, you have to say goodbye to that person. Never leave unannounced. Let them know, like, I'm about to go away. I'm about to go do this. I'm about to go that. I'll talk to you later. I'll talk to you later. Goodbye. You could go rest now. Or do whatever it is that you're doing at that point in time. Always make sure that you end the conversation. You have some people even, they say it with the Ouija board. How you never leave without saying goodbye. It's the same thing with all spirits. Leave because you don't want them dwelling in that spot right there, or even coming out of that spot and being able to witness you do some of the things that you may not want them to see. That's why it's good to not make your memorabilia spot, your remembrance spot in your bedroom. You don't want your ancestors watching you doing this and doing that, and in the comfort of your own privacy. That's why you always say goodbye, and you make a separate spot for them that's outside of all of your worldly activities, and you keep that spot exactly right there for them, and everything will be all right. You get what I'm saying? But the basis of this is, we need to get in tune with our ancestors. We need to get in tune with the people who really loved us and ask for guidance. And if they truly love you, they'll give you the advice that you need. Not that you want, but what you need. And they'll give you sound wisdom that can take you to the journey of, the journeys of the galaxy or universe, whatever they could take you places. But you must come in with an even tone. Do not make it for gain. Do not make it for money. Do not make it for evil intent. Make it for good intent. Remember the times. Discuss with them, saying, like, you remember this? Remember we went and did this? You remember we did it that we went and did that? Exactly. Give me a sign to let me know that this is true. Give me a sign to let me know that you remember that. And they'll give you the sign, and they'll let you know. I remember one time when I was around, I think I was 18 or 19. One or the other. I was 18 or 19. I remember my grandmother coming to see me, but the fear in me of seeing her made me shun and hide my face and ask her to leave. I remember I seen her feet coming down the stairs. I was in the kitchen. I'm on pause stuff, not in the kitchen, but in the living room. I was laying down in the living room watching TV, and something hit me like your grandmother coming, and I caught a vision of her walking down my stairs, and I closed my eyes and I said, "Don't come, because I don't want to freak out. Don't come. This is kind of scary." Lo and behold, the next day, I was being charged with something that could take my life away, that could erase everything that I've accomplished now at this point in at this point in my life. I would truly believe that she was coming to warn me about it. To coming to say like, boy, they coming. They coming for you. And when they came, and there was nothing I could do but leave in cuffs and bring pain to my mom. You get what I'm saying? So when you get in touch with just, your ancestors, they give you positive advice. They always going to give you positive feedback if they love you. Because just don't think that just because they're in a different dimension that they don't have the same emotions that they went in with. You're still yourself. Your spirit is yourself. The person you are, that's who you be in the next life, in the next life, in the next life, and wherever you may go. But if they truly love you, they'll give you sound advice. They'll give you good wisdom, and they'll lead you on the right path. It's all up to you to take heed and listen. But that's the basis of this little talk that we having at this point in time. Stay in tune with your ancestors. And no, I'm not a racist, but this is primarily directed towards African Americans and Africans that's displaced all around this world. Get in tune with your ancestors. Learn about your ancestors. Ask questions from your parents. I asked all growing up. I asked my mom questions. I was nosy. I asked her, "Hey, where did your mom come from? Where did her mom come from? Who was this person? Who was that person?" And luckily for me, my mom was willing to tell me, and she was willing to tell me different aspects of everybody's life. So it was like I was being there around there with them. You get what I'm saying? So this is, what I want to tell the people. Get in touch with your ancestors. Learn about your ancestors. Invoke your ancestors. Bring your ancestors back to life. Show your ancestors that, yeah, you gone, but I'm still thinking about you. You're still on my mind. Peace and blessings to the family.